So it's early evening and much cooler. So I'm going to take you for a walk towards the potager, the vegetable garden, and have a look at what we've been doing there. The herb garden, my favourite place, looks rather amazing on the way. The roses are what I can only describe as spectacular this year. Perhaps I can show you those tomorrow when the light's better. I'm rather pleased with it. I don't think the grass will be green this time next week. We've got several more days of this incredibly unseasonable heat forecast here. And on we go. Past the Intex swimming pool, which is another project. I did a brief video on that. There will be a longer one. Making an Intex swimming pool into a natural swimming area. It's a work in progress, but today at 33, 34 degrees, it looks rather inviting. Both bog filters are going full on, and the electric pump too today. The posts will become hops. Place for hops to grow over. They're our cheapest, quickest climber, and that will give an increased amount of shade. And the little floating islands there. I'm actually having considerable success with planting herbs in the pool. Don't know if I can show you. Let's see if I can make that bigger. Indeed, I think I've managed to do that. There you are. I planted some herbs about 10 days ago after reading an article. Actually, they thrived really well in a permaculture setting with their roots in water, and so far so good. Fennel didn't like it. And actually bamboo. I thought bamboo would love the water, but no. But herbs, marjoram, mint, thyme, lemon balm are doing phenomenally. There we are, the bog filter. Okay, let's move on. I like to give these garden tours. It's an absolute pleasure and delight. Let's see, I may have made it a little bigger. There, we're going back to normal size. And I'm walking under the walnut tree. Walnut Grove. Those of you who know and read and watch Little House on the Prairie will know what I mean when I say Walnut Grove. So through Walnut Grove, I'm going to have to bend down here, but you can all bear with me. and out into the potager area. I insisted we put a deck chair in here. I used to come out here in the early spring on an afternoon and decide that it would be just nice to sit down here. So there we are. Let me walk towards that potager bed and show you. The lettuce has overwintered. I know I've let it run, but actually it's very tasty. We've got courgettes, nasturtiums for biodiversity. And yesterday we had our first courgette flower. I think it's still there. Haha, it is. There we go. First courgette flower of the season there. And we have nasturtiums and some beans growing upwards. Mostly we plant tomatoes because we eat such a lot of tomatoes. But some of you will know immediately what this is. Yeah, strawberries. I know they can run wild, but they're evergreen. They work so well. They suppress the weeds. And we love them. So you can see one or two starting to ripen there. And we've moved them all into separate areas of the potager this year. I've got Achillea at the back again. It's the only perennial that I planted when we started this potager 5 years ago, which has come back every year. I used to have a wonderful design of perennials at the back and they just don't survive the winter. So what we've done this year is Achillea, you'll spot some feverfew, and I put one of those seed mixes in that says it's good for biodiversity, so you can have a look at that. And the celery's gone wild, and I should cut that back as well, but I just love it. Let's taste a little bit. Very crisp. And the flowers are edible to sprinkle on salads. Who could want more than that? The tomatoes don't look happy. We don't know why. We've had wonderful crops of tomatoes and really disappointing as well. Lots and lots of manure, lots and lots of new soil this year, and they're still not happy. Here in the old farm containers, you'll spot a pepper. And I'm trying to plant more with sand. I've read that sand is a great mulch that cools the soil a little. So you'll notice that I've put sand. We've put sunflowers because by August I just love to come and look at the sunflowers. And I've overplanted with radish. So you can see the radish coming there as well. And the larger sunflowers there in the pot at the back. Nigel's used our bamboo for all the canes. We started using willow a couple of years ago. And it looks equally good, but we just haven't had time this year. So there we go. And now I'm going to introduce you to something very special indeed. So come with me across here. Let me see. 4 beds. Originally set up for when our daughter got married 3 years ago. And we did all the wedding confetti and the flowers for the bridesmaids. In fact, I'm thinking I might do a YouTube series, even a YouTube channel on herb weddings, because there's nobody at the moment writing or producing any information on the herb wedding. And I'm sure lots of people trying to save money and have a lovely display at the wedding would be interested in that. So there we are. Apologies for my shadow. I'll see if I can move the other way around. There we are. It's a cut flower patch, what we call a cutting patch. It showed absolute first sprouts within a week. They're not doing as much as I wanted. I don't think they like the weather. In fact, somewhere we had green, we've now got nothing. So that's a bit of a disappointment there. Here we've got something, and the cosmos, of course, always do wonderfully well. So they're coming. Yeah, that one's always been the most disappointing. And here again, we've got some coming. My hope being that we'd have a little bit of autumn colour, and we'd also have a cutting patch. Now my device says it's too hot, so I'm going to say bonsoir, finish there, and be back with another video for you very soon. Take care, everyone.